How's it going, everyone? Wanna go over a major PlayStation 4 to PlayStation 5 game update? It's a game that I often recommend. I thought the game was super underrated in 2015, and guess what? It's on sale on the PlayStation Store right now, and it's running at 60 FPS on PS5 and PS5 Pro. Really no differential, I believe, between the 5 and the Pro, but we'll talk all about that. On top of that, speaking of the PS5 Pro, a game that I really wanted to get an upgrade on the Pro, seemingly will not be getting an upgrade, at least no updates are planned. And another game, not the best received game in the world, but getting a pretty impressive upgrade is the Callisto Protocol. We'll talk that at the end of this video. That game was free with Plus Essential a while ago, so might be reason to check that game out. But right off the bat, Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Play now at 60 FPS on Xbox Series X and S, PS5, and PS5 Pro. London, 1868, in the heart of the Industrial Revolution. Lead your underworld organization and grow your influence to fight those who exploit the less privileged in the name of progress, with assassin Jacob Fry and his twin sister Evie. Revisit the assassin family and take down your enemies more smoothly than ever on Assassin's Creed Syndicate's free 60 FPS patch. Roam London streets in a whole new light and elevate your gaming experience with double frame rate on Series X and S, PS5, and PS5 Pro. In addition, take the leap into a visually stunning experience thanks to 4K resolution on Xbox Series X, PS5, and PS5 Pro. Series S will not be running at 4K. The Xbox patch is 32 gigabytes for some reason, while the PlayStation patch is 0.75 gigabytes. PS5 and PS5 Pro will have the game at 4K and 60 FPS. And by the way, the game is discounted right now while also being a part of the PlayStation Plus Extra game catalog, which, by the way, signing up to PS Plus Extra will be discounted during Black Friday, so that is something to consider as well. But if you just want to buy Syndicate outright, the base game is down to $8.99. Now, it should be noted that this game does have a gold edition. That version is unfortunately not on sale, and if you really want to experience all the content, the Gold Edition might be something you want to end up waiting for. Certainly do not be paying $49.99 for it. I believe it goes on sale for like $14.99, like that's the price point you should be paying, but the Gold Edition does include the game and season pass, including a major expansion plus digital content and exclusives. They do have a variety of different bundles available if you want other Assassin's Creed titles. It would be great if we get some upgrades for the other Assassin's Creed games that don't have the 60 FPS patch. It seems like they are working backwards in terms of upgrading the games, because I believe it was Odyssey that got an upgrade first, then Origins got the 60 FPS patch, and then now Syndicate is getting 60 FPS. It would be great if the Ezio trilogy got a 60 FPS patch. That collection runs at 60 FPS on the Xbox Series X and S because they have system-wide frame rate boost, but that's not available on PlayStation, so that's still locked at 30 FPS on PS5, which is unfortunate. Unity is a game that I know so many people want to revisit and give another chance to. That game had some abhorrent technical issues at launch. It would be tremendous to get that game upgraded as well. Wish they were a little bit quicker. I want to say the Origins upgrade came out like a year or two ago, and the Syndicate upgrade now has just kind of dropped out of nowhere. It would be great if they just dropped them all and, you know, we could play through these older Assassin's Creed games at better performance. They are still certainly playable. Like 30 FPS isn't game breaking to a lot of people. I just prefer to play my games at 60 FPS. I don't know how much work is put in to getting these games at 60 FPS. I can't imagine it's that sizable of an undertaking, and especially considering that this promotes the game again, and you're going to sell new copies of the game to new people, and people are going to be excited to check it out. People like me are going to make videos about it, talking about it, and I assure you, at least a couple of people watching this video are now going to go ahead and buy Syndicate as it's on sale for $8.99. I don't know, it's just something that I feel like Ubisoft should do more of, and not just Ubisoft, other publishers should absolutely go back and look at some of their PS4 games. I'm not even saying a full-on PS5 upgrade, just remove the FPS cap and, you know, have it at 60 FPS. I think that would go a long way, but that's my 2 cents rambling over there. But definitely check out Syndicate. Yeah, rambling not over, actually. Let me just reiterate, Syndicate is a fantastic game, and I feel like it got the short end of the stick because it released the year after Assassin's Creed Unity, and I think it was a combination of a couple things. I think people were burnt out of Assassin's Creed to an extent. The yearly releases were getting a little bit wild, and on top of that, Unity was so broken from a technical standpoint that it did some damage to the perception of Assassin's Creed. I think those two things in conjunction led to Syndicate doing underwhelming from a commercial standpoint, hence why why Ubisoft went to the drawing board. They took 2016 off outside of re-releasing the Ezio games on, PS4, Xbox One, and then 2017, they completely shifted it and went to Assassin's Creed Origins, and ever since then, the Assassin's Creed games really haven't been my cup of tea. As I've been fairly vocal about, there are a lot of people that enjoy those games, there are a lot of people that spend money on the double XP boost, and hey, more power to you if you do that. But yeah, I have a fond remembrance of the older Assassin's Creed games, so seeing something like this is great. While Assassin's Creed Syndicate is getting an upgrade and has gotten an upgrade, a game that won't be getting a PS5 Pro patch looks to be CyberPunk 2077. They tweeted out, "We currently have no plans for a PS5 Pro patch," in response to somebody asking, please do a Pro patch. And that's a little bit of a bummer. CyberPunk 2077 is a game that I think would benefit from utilizing the Pro. At the very least, implementing PSSR instead of FSR. Like, every game can take advantage of the PS5 Pro if it utilizes FSR. FSR is terrible. PSSR is actually great from my experience. My goodness, seeing Spider-Man and Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, like, those two games have looked phenomenal on the PS5 Pro. I know that Silent Hill 2, Jedi Survivor, those are two games that do have some issues, and hopefully the respective developers will clear up the issues on that. From what I know, they are working on that. But yeah, from the games that I've seen, Spider-Man and FF7 Rebirth, they look tremendous. Is it worth $700? Probably not. If you have the disposable income, if you want another PS5, or you can sell your PS5, like, I don't know, like, it's gonna vary from person to person, and $700 is a lot of money, and I'm not even saying drop $700 on it. The disk drive isn't included, which is egregious, absolutely egregious. It's a premium product, though, so for the people that have it, again, they probably have the disposable income, and, I still think it's kind of crazy, $700, no disk drive. That's my main issue with it. If it was like $650 and the disk drive was included, I really wouldn't have that big of a problem with it. $700 is the part I have an issue with. But it does have a 2TB NVMe, which is essential these days, where 1TB is just way too small. Or what is it, 860 gigabytes that the PS5 has? Something like that, 825, something like that. But 2TB is quite nice for those with the PS5 Pro. Lastly, the Callisto Protocol has in fact gotten a PS5 Pro upgrade. This upgrade allows for 4K resolution at 60 FPS with ray tracing, or for the people with an 8K display, you can play 8K 30 FPS with ray tracing. I don't know who tried to do that, but 4K 60 FPS ray tracing is quite nice. Callisto Protocol was a game that I was fairly down on. I was super excited for it. Unfortunately, I just think the game left a lot to be desired from a combat standpoint. I think the atmosphere, the tension, the visuals, there's a lot of quality elements about the Callisto Protocol that I really did like. The combat I just thought was really bad. And I know some people disagree with that and they actually like the combat. I just wasn't a big fan of it. I thought narratively it was interesting, but it's a game that was included with PS Plus Essential. You can get it super cheap. There's some DLC available as well, but you're not paying $70 for it now, which was just egregious. $70 for this game was wild, but $15, $10 if you can pick it up for that price point. If you like horror games, if you like games from the standpoint of creating a great atmosphere, having that tension, which I think is so important in a horror game, Callisto Protocol, I think, does that really, really well. I just think some of the stealth elements, and the combat is terrible, but nevertheless, there you go with that. 4K 60 FPS with ray tracing is always going to be fairly impressive, but that's going to do it for me. Again, Syndicate gets a really nice upgrade, 60 FPS. I highly recommend you guys go play that if you never have, or go revisit it. It is on sale for $8.99. Cyberpunk 2077 will not be getting a Pro upgrade, and Callisto Protocol does get a Pro upgrade if you do want to revisit that or play it for the first time. That's going to do it for me. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments section down below. Sound off there. Thank you for watching, and goodbye. Hey guys, we hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and if you're already subscribed, do us a favor and hit the bell icon. This way you'll be notified whenever we post a new video. That's the best way to keep up with all of our uploads, and we usually try to upload 2 videos a day. And with the bell icon hit, you'll be notified whenever we do upload a video. As always, thanks for watching.